small overview about the local environment and the production environment. And on my local development environment, I have the red bars. These are indicating networks or local networks. So I have a network here. There's a desktop. Inside the desktop computer, it's an AMD with an NVIDIA GPU. There's a Docker Compose stack running with a React application for the front end, and the Mosquito for MQTT. The backend is running is the API with LangChain and some queuing with Bull, and then the related databases, SQL and Bull for queuing. Vector database are currently have removed. I use PG Vector now. I think it's enough. I don't need a second database only for the embeddings. And then on the GPU side, I have running TTS with Kukwai, the speech to text with Whisper, and the LLM with Olama. And inside the network, then the doll or the microcontroller, which runs on an ESP32S3. Then there is inside it's running with FreeRTOS. All the tasks, all the processes are run inside task with FreeRTOS, and it's running Arduino code. It's working quite fine. So this is one reason it's very fast to run this locally, but at the end I want to run it in production or in a cloud-based environment. So I also have this similar stack running in production on Hostinger. It's a Docker Swarm stack. So it's not really different, except, for example, that there are no GPU-related services. These are external now. For example, for text-to-speech, I use 11 Labs, or for speech-to-text, and also for LLM, there's OpenRouter, but there are different, like OpenAI or Grok. It's also possible to integrate quite easily because the APIs are mainly standard for the LLMs. And then I use a reverse proxy traffic that accept the incoming traffic for HTTP requests and HTTPS, and then forward these traffic to different services like the front end, the back end, or the MQTT service. The backend is also running currently PG Vector and Redis for all the messages and embeddings, and then for queuing as well. And when you connect to these services, it's going through the internet to the backend, and then it will, when you make a message, it will ask the external services outside the network. It's not internal, these services, so there's a little bit of delay. So one thing would be to include the speech-to-text inside the cluster as well. So when the application is growing, and one way to do it is to include, to run also some GPU inside the cluster, and then bring Whisper, for example, to the cluster as well. This would be a big improvement for response time. That's basically it, the infrastructure.